how's your mom on the set? I just want to know that. Because I find that, you know what, everyone goes, oh, you manage kids? That is the hardest thing in the world. Not because of the kids, but because of the parents. Because the parents are always, like, in everyone's face, like that thing again, you know? How does your mom behave? She's not listening. Go ahead, tell me.
When I'm on set doing work, she usually just stands in the corner and watches me. And if there are, like, other set kids with set moms, she'll go and converse with them. Oh, here, let me give you my number. Do you have a Facebook? Here, let's try Facebooks.
Wow.
Let me try Facebook.
Moms are doing that now, trying Facebooks. That's cool.
Yeah. Facebook has become the new phone.
It is. I know. It's like real personal, huh? I'm not crazy. That's okay. The parents, the problems usually are not the kids. It's usually the parents. And I have to explain this to you. I think your mom has it. I think she's got it down. The parents are the guardians. Mm-hmm. They guard you. And what do you guard against?
Bad things.
Right. That's exactly right. A guard is someone that keeps you away from bad things. So if there looks like anything bad is going to happen or unsafe for you or something doesn't look right, you know, a little fishy, or they're working you too hard, or you haven't had a break, or you haven't had a snack, or you look like you're flushed, you know, that's what the parents step in and supposed to do. They're not supposed to run the whole thing, you know. So it's very important that when I speak to parents, you know, when I first am starting to manage a child, I have to make sure that the parents know that they're the guardians. They are not in charge of the whole thing, you know. And it's important for them to step aside and talk to the studio teacher if there's a problem.
Yeah.
Or call the agent or call the manager if there's a problem, not get in their face. Because I got to tell you, kids lose more jobs because of the parents. Have you ever seen that happen?
Yes.
You have. So you know that.
Because some parents get into fights with the people and it becomes a very bad problem.
That's right. Now, what shows have you worked on?
I worked on Gary Unmarried. I've been on skits on The Tonight Show, Green Barbie, and... Gosh, what was the other one? Oh, the Mother's Day special for the Botox bouquet.
I should have been on that. I missed it. How come I didn't get the call? Now, what did you do with Tonight Show with who?
Jay Leno, both of them.
Really? Was this recent? Couldn't have been.
Sometime last year.
Great. Is he a nice guy?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's really cool.
The studio was really cool. For the Botox bouquet, for both of them we had to go outside, but they were in different locations. One of them was at the studio park, and we were sitting on this picnic bench, and we hand the mother this big, beautiful bouquet full of yellow daisies and syringes. Like, for Botox! And
That's great!
And she sniffs it, and you see the syringes start to empty, and you see her face all numb, and she goes, "They smell wonderful!" And then he goes to her, and we were starving. We got there at like 8 in the morning, and I probably had a granola bar for breakfast, and we hadn't eaten since. So everybody at the studio was just dying, and they set out this giant banquet of KFC in front of us. We weren't allowed to touch any of it.
Why?
We just couldn't, because it was just
a
part
prop?
of the... Yeah, it was prop.
Oh, it was hot
But
set.
it looked so good.
So they like totally teased
They just, pretty much. And then we had to hold a drumstick, the ice cream, while talking, and... Like, we're all happy, and it's all cheesy, cartoony, like, happy family, and then the mother is just all totally numb, and, because she just Botox with flowers.
Right. Well, I can't relate to that at all.
We have these ice cream cones just sitting in front of us, along with all this food, and we're pretty much dying. And when they're all, okay, kids, you can eat your food now, like, wrap, and we're like, we just start showing.
What time was that at?
I don't know, like 3.
Okay, so that's when your mom should have stepped in. Back to that again, right? That's when your mom should have stepped in at by 3 o'clock, and you hadn't eaten all day. I mean, that's when, you know, it's like, excuse me, there's certain rules. You know, when you're certain ages, there's certain rules, and the rules change. You can work more hours. It's very important for mom to know the book of rules. You know, when you're a little older, that's why they like 18, because there's no studio teachers, and you can work many, many hours. So, but it was a fun experience other than that, right?
Yes.
So what's next on your agenda? What do you aspire to? What do you want to do next in your career? See, I took the show back. Very sneaky. I hijacked it right back. Didn't even know.
Okay,
and we're landing
back.
Pretty soon. The hijack was pretty soon over.
Okay. So what I want to do next is I've always wanted to have my own, like, cooking show.
Oh.
Because I told you I love to cook.
Yes.
And I also, this isn't part of the acting business, but I kind of want to flip-flop between acting and as a chef. And I want to open a restaurant down by Huntington Beach, like the Huntington Dog Beach. And it's going to serve both people and pets. So, like, it would be all outdoors.
Okay,
And it would have...
wait, I'm wrapping my head around this. We're going to have serving people and pets, and you're the...
Pets, meaning exclusively dogs.
Dogs, okay. So you can have like little dog dishes, and then you have the people dishes.
It's going to have a menu for dogs.
Does anyone do that yet?
No.
If
anybody steals my idea, I'm going to be very mad.
Really stupid. We need to cut the... Someone's going to steal it right away in Huntington Beach. Well, I think that's a great idea, Bayli. Do you need a partner?
My uncle, when I told him that, he's all, we need to start funding right now. Oh my gosh, we need to start on this. This is like, oh my gosh.
Does Uncle have funding?
Not much. But he's all, we need to like put it in a separate
We'll get someone else. We'll get Seth to produce this, and we got this whole thing going here, and Adam can direct. Oh, this is going to be fabulous.
Babu.
Breakdown Services is going to sponsor the whole thing. Honey, I can see it now. What's it called? Bailey's and Cream. No. That'd be great. I love it.
I can see it in lights.
No, I can see it in a dog bowl. This is special. I just don't want the dishes to get mixed up. You know, I mean, the bowls and the actual dishes that we eat.
That'd be sad.
Really bad.
It'd be pretty much the same thing, though.
Okay, so I think that we need to, I think it's great. It's also really good when you do have a backup plan, I have to tell you, because I don't have one right now. This might be it. This is great that you have that idea. I think it's wonderful. And then you can put on little shows, little doggy shows. I think
it's like Martha Stewart's episode where she had BYOB, but it was Bring Your Own Bulldog. And everybody in the audience had this bulldog, and she had her bulldog on stage, and I'm like,
did you steal it from her?
No.
Is that where you got the idea?
No.
But you have to get ideas from other people. That's what I'm saying. You got to steal.
I just got it in my head, and I'm like, nobody's ever done that. I love my puppies, and I have never gotten to go out with them, food-wise.
Well, they did have a place, I have to tell you, a long time ago. I used to go to the Strand down in, it wasn't Hermosa Beach, it was right near there, the Manhattan Beach area, and they did have outdoor restaurant there where you can bring your dogs with you.
Yeah, they do that, but I mean,
but they don't serve the dogs.
Exactly, and it's not going to be like, here's a bowl of Purina. It's going to be like,
oh, but you know what? I just thought of something.
What?
You can't do it.
Why not?
I'm so sorry. I hate to put the kibosh on it. Every dog has to have their own food or they get sick. You have to always keep them on their same foods. Did you know that?
No.
Do you have a dog?
Yes, we have 3.
Do you always keep them on the same foods?
We give them a lot of scraps.
See, I don't know. Because
and they're healthy.
A very messy little area there. You know, you have to. So I think you have to. We'll have to think about this somehow. You have to get somehow. They have to. It's BYO. I think they have to bring their own little pouch and the pour it in the bowls. You provide the bowls. Otherwise, if you start feeding them different foods, they'll get really sick. You know, because I do that sometimes with my cousin's dog that I dog sick because I run out. It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
We just give our dogs chicken, kibble, feed.
Yeah. See, but everyone uses different. So we'll talk about it. I think
it's like must bring own packet.
Maybe, but they could open it up and put it in, and then and then they don't have to clean the bowls. Maybe something like that. And it's cheaper. BYO, and you just throw the little packets in the garbage. So enough about that. Anything else that you want to know about the career stuff? This is a great backup plan. It's always good to have a great backup plan. But you're 13. You got time. Anything else you want to know about managing or coaching? Or do you get coached when you go on auditions?
It depends on how, I was going to say severe, but that's not a proper word. How large a role it is. Like if it's for lead in a huge movie, then definitely I'll go to coaching. But if it's just for like a quick Walmart snippet, that's like, I'll just go.
No, for commercials you don't have to.
Yeah.
But mostly for acting jobs,
and TV
for
shows.
TV and film. Yeah, you should go. It's really important. Really, really important, okay? So you got to save up for that.
Yeah.
A couple bits for that. Okay. Anything else?
When you were a warm-up, did you ever think about having a career as a comedian?
That's what it was. Next.
I mean like big comedian.
As a stand-up, a warm-up is different than a stand-up. I'm kind of liking this little rocking motion there. Stand-up comedians, they tell jokes, like at clubs. I was in the audience, and I just kind of was like, I was kind of like Joan Rivers. I would just love everybody up and keep people happy and all the time and feeding them and just, schmoozing, schmooze.
That's a good Joan Rivers impression.
Oh, thank you. Who are you wearing? I don't like doing the stand-up thing. It was hard for me. But improv. I like improv, like you said.
Improv.
Yeah, I was with the Groundlings. I was with Off the Wall, a lot of comedy groups like that. And that kept my skills up. So because when you do warm-ups, it's like 5-6 hours. Have you been to a taping of a show? Like Jay Leno's fabulous. It's just like an hour, you're done.
Yeah.
When you do a sitcom, it's hours. You retake all the scenes over and over again. Have you done something like that yet?
Yeah, Gary and Married, they had.
Over and over again. And the warm-ups up there, it goes on for hours. You think it's 20 minutes, but it's really a long time. So you got to keep people going forever. So a stand-up comic can't do that.
Yeah.
Because you run out of jokes. You only have so many jokes. So you have to be able to talk and just come up with funny things on your own, little games and things. So stand-up stuff I didn't like to do, but I did do a cabaret act. I did my own show where I traveled all over the country and did like musical comedy, you know, because I'm a singer and did all that kind of stuff. So that was fun.
You said you did Forbidden Broadway.
Oh, you did your homework, honey.
Yes, I did.
Oh, my goodness. I'm very, very impressed.
What were some of the spoofs that you did?
Oh, can I do them now? Brings back the old days. Do you know what Forbidden Broadway was?
It was spoofing some Broadway musicals.
All the musicals. It was back in 1980-something. And the shows there at that time, they were doing Annie. So I was Annie. Ann Miller, who you probably don't know of, was doing a show called Sugar Babies, so I did Ann Miller. I also did Mary Martin, who was in Peter Pan, so we did a spoof on her. It was fun. I got to dress up in different wigs and things and sing different songs, and we made up our own songs, which was kind of fun. It was really a good time of my life. I want to thank Bayli for coming. I am officially taking my job back. Do you mind?
But hijacking is fun.
Yes, it is, but it's not allowed anymore. But I'm going to hijack your idea for that little restaurant
thing. If anybody does, I'm going to be so mad.
That's okay.
I'm going to Google it every day for the rest of my life. Did anybody take it?
Yeah, I'll Google it right back, baby. Thank you so much for coming to see Child's Play, and tune in again. And I can't wait till the next episode because who knows who's going to hijack me again. I enjoyed it, actually. It was kind of nice.
It was fun.
Thanks for coming.
A little change of plans. Goodbye.